I was actually volunteering for a year before. I was a elementary guidance counselor in the school system, and the elementary guidance just kept getting cut and cut and cut to the point where I was part-time at 4 different schools, so I was 3.5 hours per week per school, which how much can you do? The story that I think started everything was I had Latina with the dark eyes and the beautiful dark hair, and the arm in arm with a blonde, blue-eyed little gal who were talking about being college roommates. And we had just gotten back the scores that only 18% of our Latino population had passed the 8th grade basic skills test. And so there was this huge gap, and I think that's the first I was really aware of how large the achievement gap was. It had been my passion to started a group called Familias on Acción, trying to get parents, Latino parents more involved. So I was really attached to several of the kids who have now graduated and gone to college, which is exciting for me. And about 5 of us brainstormed if we had money, what would we do? And so we put that into a grant, we sent it in, and we got it, and that's now we've been going. Torch now is addressing not only Latino students, which is where we started, but is all minority, low-income, and first-generation college students. I think more than getting kids into college, it's addressing poverty, because I think the most secure way out of poverty is having a skill and having an education. When you have the skills to begin to change that, then there's greater potential. Try and close the achievement gap in many ways. Just make kids realize that there is the possibility of the future. There were so many students who just felt like, I can't do college, there's no way. So it just kind of checked out their education. So it's to keep them involved in their education, to keep them moving forward. I think what makes it unique is it's our homegrown version. We are kind of going by the seat of our pants. We're getting money, we're getting a little money here, a little money there, trying to put it together. It's much more hands-on and individual than I think a lot of programs. Well, we started from 2001 to 2004. Our Latino graduation rate was 36%. The last 2 years, we are now at 100%. That's something we're trying to change. I think we were conceived a lot as a Latino program, and we're trying to change that perception, and that's been difficult. Other kids have begun to see us as a resource for summer programs. I take kids, bring other kids in, saying they want to do the same thing I'm doing, and they go to Scrubs Camp too. I would love it if we had some of our students who would come back and be teachers here at Glenfield High School, just in terms of expecting the most of everybody. I think that's the long-term goal. I'm at retirement age, and my husband's retiring December 31st. So does it keep my interest? I've said I'm not retiring. I'm not ready. One of my favorite quotes is from the Sound of Music. When a door closes somewhere, the Lord opens a window. And so it's like I never knew this was going to happen. I was devastated when my job ended. But right now, I would be happy to retire if I was still in my old job.
But it's kept you.
But this has kept you. This has been great.